Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. My name is Shannon Alford. I am the Maryland State Liaison for the National Rifle Association Institute for Legislative Action. We are here to testify in support of House Bill 17 and House Bill 312. We do support the amendments submitted on that issue. I think this argument in favor of this bill is fairly simple. We use fingerprints as an identifying factor because they don't change, and so there's really no reason to fingerprint more than once. It's a cost-saving measure, and it saves just a little bit of hassle when you go to renew one of these permits. We would also like to testify in support of House Bill 369 and in support of House Bill 1260 as well as House Bill 375, all for similar reasons. It is our position that you do not abrogate your right to defend yourself with the most appropriate tool available to you, that being a firearm, the moment you set foot out of your front door. And therefore, it is absolutely appropriate to extend the number of people who are able to carry a firearm. There is an extensive background check process. These are law-abiding citizens. And every state in the country at this point has some form of carry permit system, and the overwhelming majority of them are shall issue permit systems, wherein if you are not otherwise prohibited, you shall be issued a permit, as opposed to the Maryland system, which is considered may issue. If you can overcome an undefined hurdle of having a good and substantial reason. The citizens from other states, this is an area where it is very easy to travel from one jurisdiction to another in a very short period of time. It is often confusing and can create a potentially dangerous situation if you have someone who has, for example, a Virginia carry permit traversing Maryland in order to reach Pennsylvania. In Virginia, they can carry that firearm. In Pennsylvania, they can carry that firearm. And so they have to stop on the side of the road, disarm, unload, secure the firearm, drive across Washington County, and then cross into Pennsylvania. We would also like to testify in favor of House Bill 769 by Delegate McComas. And this one has a particularly personal effect for me right now. I discovered over the weekend that pursuant to videos of my testimony before this very committee that were posted online and viewed by thousands of people, apparently someone out there didn't like what I had to say, and they sent me death threats. Those threats are currently being investigated, but I still am here before this committee in the state of Maryland, unarmed. I do not have the ability to defend myself with a firearm right now, or when I step outside these doors and walk back to my hotel or go out to have a dinner later this evening. Someone out there wants to kill me, has told me so, and I have absolutely no recourse to exercise my now good and substantial reason to get a Maryland carry permit, because frankly, I didn't have the time to get 16 hours of training between the point that we discovered these threats were being made and today, when I traveled to the state of Maryland. This is exactly the situation where someone should have the option to have that permit issued and then receive the training necessary as soon as practicable. I am an experienced shooter. I am intimately familiar with Maryland firearms law. I am exactly the sort of person that this bill would help. Finally, I would like to support Delegate Impolaria's bill, House Bill 725, allowing school employees at the discretion of the district to have firearms in the classroom, again, for many of the same reasons that the sponsor indicated and for similar reasons to what I've already testified to. In a situation where you have someone attempting to harm students, it is important to have as many people as possible able to respond appropriately to that situation and to stop the situation as soon as possible. If you have a school without a school resource officer, if the school resource officer is off campus for some reason, if they are in another part of the building, it is possible if you have a school employee who has been through the process, who has been through the required training, who is able to stop that situation before an even greater tragedy occurs. Thank you very much.